That goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's McClure. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Aztecs want to move quickly.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Napier. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoff. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Mayo. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an
touchdown, San Diego State. A great catch and run for 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Got the quick completion. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Warriors! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's McClure. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Aztecs are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Hawaii, 14. San Diego State, 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Williams will pass. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCord. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously,
He's loose on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quickly complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Williams will pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry up. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Now improvising. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Off the play fake. Now adjusting. Connection to the right. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break. Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense.
Touchdown, Hawaii! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 6 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Hold and fire complete.
On the screen.
comes the offense on second down. Williams looking for a man. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the... throwing it away 3 times already.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Aztecs in the hurry up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle. It's McClure. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They will score! Touchdown, Aztecs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Booth. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Williams will pass. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. Got room to work. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmatched.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just pump him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's McClure.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught close to the marker. It's Mayo. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you
finds a spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Nice move to keep running. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try to run for it. Makes a man miss. Still making moves. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Touchdown, Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
San Diego State, 42.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Napier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's taking the deep shot. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And here we go, final play of the game right here. The give out of the gun. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll